I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't know if I have, like, anything much to say about this. Like, I'll be, like, super real here. These were not good episodes.
They could have been better.
Could have been better.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should be, like, about live right now. I don't know, I'd assume so at least.
Should be.
Oh, man. So, like, I have a question to ask. Are you a happy little buffalo?
What?
Cause, I've been listening to these tracks where you listen to the sound of the migrating herd, man. And it mellows you out, I guess.
I have no idea what you're getting at.
Just, Digimon dubs are freaking, like, so dumb at times, holy crap.
Mm.
Alright, I'll actually turn you up. Alright, yeah, that should be good. Cause, yeah, I guess what to that minute. But, like, there's one really dumb dub thing, and everything else in, like, episode 17 was just sort of, like, whatever. That's the only knowable moment of that entire episode.
Mm.
Alright, so she just like gets... Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah. So, like, episode 16. So, like, I'm regretting just sort of talking smack about the friggin' Shogun Gekomon episode now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because at least that was fun. At least there's stuff going on. This is probably like the best episode of the night, honestly. Just, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Just sort of starts off and it's just like, oh yeah, like the kids are just like trapped in like the friggin' like tube of like a drilling platform, like just underwater, and like they're sealed off and there's a big Mega Digimon outside waiting for them.
Yep. And then we flash back to how they got there.
Yeah. Like, the specific line they used to set this up is just straight up like, yeah, why isn't Mega Digimon attacking us? Oh, he doesn't have to because our air supply's going to run out. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's a good premise for an episode.
But it also seems weird. Shouldn't an oil tanker have like an air pump or something?
It should, but this is the Digimon world.
True.
Yeah, so like, we just sort of cut back. It's like, oh yeah, kids are like searching for the new Digiegg, and it like leads them to this oil platform, and they just go down, and then Mega Digimon's attacking, and the only way to stop the capsule from flooding is to like just to bond activate the emergency shards to like seal the top off, so it stops the water. But now they're just stuck down there.
Right. Also, I said oil tanker. I meant oil platform.
Yeah.
Like an oil rig.
Yeah, like an oil rig. Yeah, an oil tanker would be word. Like a ship, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's not what they're on.
If they were trapped on a ship, that'd be a different story. That'd be a friggin' Pokemon episode.
Yeah, Mega Digimon would just attack and sink it.
Yeah.
And also, that and the kids would be able to fight back against him. Yeah,
the kids just find themselves, like, stuck in an upside-down underwater oil platform. They're just like, oh, how do we escape this mess? Man, just, like, looking back, was that, like, one of the coolest Pokemon episodes, really?
Where they're stuck on the sinking ship?
Yeah, they're stuck on, like, an upside-down sinking ship, and you have, like, all these weird areas where it's, like, like, just the upside-down hallways and stuff, right?
I barely remember it, but yeah, that episode was cool from what I do remember.
That's a cool idea. Like, I kind of wish, like, more things would kind of do weird things like that. Yeah, it's just like, just invert the room, and suddenly it's like, okay, everything's nutty now.
James bought a magic card because he's an idiot.
Actually, yeah, I think there actually might be a manga like that, where it's like an upside-down sinking ship they're trapped on, and it's like the zombie apocalypse or something. And, I feel like I heard that at some point. It was, like, kinda crap.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Anyway, so they're stuck on this oil platform, just underwater, and they're just like, okay, well, we're going to die unless someone does something. Hey, Cody, you should, like, escape, and, like, I think it's because you're the youngest or something. And he's like, yeah, because they find, like, a little submarine pod that can, like, get him out of there, but it's only one person.
Cody feels guilty, that's why.
Yeah. Like, the exact conversation is like, hey, Cody, you should, like, escape and, like, save us. And Cody's like, no, I don't wanna. And they're like, no, Cody, you're getting in that submarine. Get in the freaking robot. And he's like, no, but I don't. And they're just like, alright, we'll draw straws for it, Cody. And Davis is an idiot and doesn't realize they're, like, stacking the deck for him. And Cody realizes it, and they, like, physically lift him up, throw him in the freaking sub, and they're just like, go get help, Cody, do it.
Yeah, Cody picks up on what's going on, because in certain ways, he's no idiot.
Yeah. So it's, like, the big problem with the episode, I think, because it's, like, you know, like, awesome premise, but, like, how many ways can you really, like, do a story trapped in, like, you know, like, a little, like, tube like that, right? Where you're just, like, you know, trapped underwater. Like, the only real direction you can go is to get real, like, psychological and stuff with it and, like, build up the tension, right? But it's, like, it's a kid's show, so they can't really do that, I think. So it's like, instead we get Cody just screwing around, not wanting to, like, help them for a bit. And they runs off, and we get all this forced conflict about him not wanting to lie to people. You okay,
It's
man?
I'm choking on a chip or something. It's not that he doesn't want to help, it's just that he thinks somebody else should do it.
Yeah, he doesn't think he's capable of it, which is why they force him off anyways. And, like, the dub makes this extra bad because the dub tries to justify this by saying Cody has a fear of the ocean.
I thought that's what it was. from my memories of that episode, because I've seen this one before.
Yeah.
Or I watched the whole series, so of course I've seen it before. But yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I was waiting for, like, some mention of that, but it never happened.
Yeah, it's just a complete weird dubism.
Yeah.
Just built an entire plotline in there just to make Davis and the others seem worse.
It seems like they might have, or they might have done it so they could do something with that little end scene. But that's kind of silly.
Yeah.
And yeah, there doesn't need whatever, because, I mean, we know he's gonna succeed.
Yeah.
And, like, I mean, this episode is obviously meant to teach a lesson, which we don't get very often, actually.
Yeah. Like, honestly, as far as, like, you know, like, morals for kids goes, this is, like, a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the steps taken to reach her, just like, oh, hey, yo, this is, like, way more interesting. And when we get to the end, it's just like, okay, Cody, just suck it up. You did the right thing. Just accept it.
That is annoying. Cody's unwillingness to accept that he did a good job or whatever is kind of annoying.
So basically, it's like Cody goes on the sub, and there's like, yeah, get a Kakumon. So he goes and he, like, looks up where Joe lives and stuff, and, like, kind of looks up where he's at. You know, he goes to Joe's cram school and tries to, like, get him out. And right before he gets to Joe, he like runs into his mom and grandpa, and Koi's like, "Hey, I have to do something." And his grandpa's like, "All right, I trust in you, because like, yeah, we shouldn't crush them, because like,
Well,
you know,
his mom is pushing to be like, okay, what do you have to do? Tell me.
yeah." His
And Cody's
grandpa's
okay.
like, "Yeah, we didn't trust him. It's better to just like believe in him than to make him lie, because nothing's as bad as a lie."
I mean, lying is a bad thing.
Yeah, it's pretty bad sometimes.
In most cases.
Like, especially when Matt does it to escape girls and leaves them just bitter and angry and resentful.
That was for the greater good.
Matt is going to legit die. She is going to kill him.
He has no obligation to her. She's just some random girl.
Yeah, but it's like, you don't do that crap, man.
You do when you're trying to save the digital world.
Oh man, she's gonna be like, waiting for him with a freaking knife. Like, you do not understand what you've done, Matt. But we're skipping ahead. Yeah, so like, Cody's like, "Oh yeah, lying is bad," and he like goes off and he's like, "Oh, I have to like get Joe out of cram school, but I can't tell them what's going on because it's Digimon stuff." So he's
which
like,
is still weird to me because everybody should know about Digimon.
yeah, everyone probably does know, but he's like, it would take too long to explain this, I guess.
Then why are they still hiding even when they're this is cutting ahead to 17 a little bit, but Ty's mom walks into the room and all the Digimon are hiding like she wouldn't know they exist.
So like, I don't know if you've like seen the image on like, the podcast yet or not.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. That's a nice one. That's really like great for the kids.
Why are their eyes like that? Is that just how the shot looks?
Yeah, it's just how the shot looks.
That's weird. I didn't notice.
They just go dead-eyed and it looks terrifying.
I mean, I get what they're going for. They're trying to look like stuffed dolls or whatever. But Izzy's mom knows about Tentamon. They met him.
Yeah. Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Yes. They know about Digimon. And they met one of the weirder ones, and it's like a little bug man.
Wait, then why aren't we at Izzy's house then? Because they'd understand.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, that'd make so much more sense.
If anything, Izzy could be like, "Hey, we need to do Digimon stuff, and we need a cover for why we're going to be missing for a while. Can they stay here, quote unquote, stay here for a while?"
Yeah, that would have solved everything.
It sure would have.
Just be like, "Hey, yo, like, yeah, we just need to stay over at Izzy's for a bit. We're gonna like, learn some tech stuff, and it's gonna like take a bit or whatever." And it's like, all right, yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, we're doing a study group with this really smart kid we know.
Yeah, we're in the computer club. Yeah, we're gonna like help him like put together this big thing. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, Izzy could like throw out some like prodigious techno mumbo jumbo, and they'd be like, "Well, I don't get it, but that sounds about right."
Kind of. Speaking of Izzy and the techno mumbo jumbo, have you watched the Digimon reboot?
Not yet, but I need to.
You should. There's only one episode out, but it's good. I like it.
Yeah, I'm trying to like caught up on like My Hero Academia because I like sidetracked with Beastars and Tiger King.
Okay.
Like, I just got through the episode where it's... Well, of course, it's like, I'm up to date with the manga, so I know, but it's like, yeah, I just got through with the episode where they have, like, the big concert, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was good.
You're almost done, I think.
Yeah, I think there's just, like, 2 or 3 episodes left, and I'm, like, really looking forward to what that end episode's gonna look like. Because, holy crap, that's a cool moment.
It's really good.
Oh man, people are gonna be so angry though.
Anyways.
Yeah, just knowing what that is, people are gonna be so pissed.
I don't know why.
Because it's like a redemption thing, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's well done, but it's like I remember that chapter came out and like like fans were pissed about it.
Endeavor can be a bad person and also a good hero. It doesn't. It's
Yeah,
not
he'd
one
be a
does.
bad person and also try to do the right thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's fine.
Oh
Even
man.
even I was like, oh man, Endeavor's so cool.
Yeah.
Fully aware of what he'd done in his past.
Yeah. And like, like of course you would probably like just assume this super hard, but it's like, yeah, they're gonna follow up on that crap. Like that plot line is not over yet. So yeah, so Cody's like, oh hey, I've had Joe have this test. And he's like, okay. Well, the only way to do this is to lie. So he just throws a quick lie out and they believe him. And like as they're running off, like Cody's just freak out, like, oh, I'm so sorry I lied. Jojo's just like, no, it's fine, like it's not great, but you had to do what you had to do, man. Like it's totally fine.
Yeah, the implication is that he lied about like Joe's father being in the hospital or something.
Yeah. He's like, oh, Joe's like father is sick and he needs to come home or whatever, and they're just like, oh, all right, then yeah, like Joe can go.
Yeah, because that's the only reason they would interrupt his test.
Yeah, like they specifically say it too. They're just like, oh, it's only if like like someone you know's in the hospital or something.
Yeah, and then Cody's like, oh, what a coincidence.
Yeah, it's like you don't
So
understand though. Joe's father is like dead.
yeah,
They're having the
For-
funeral right now.
fortunately, Joe is completely understanding of the situation, and he's like, it's okay, you did what you had to do.
Yeah, he's like, it's all right, like I understand, you did a good man. Which should be the end of this conversation, but no, we got felt the rest of the episode.
Yeah, the a lot of the episode is fine. Cody's stubbornness to accept that he did a good job or that he lied for the right reason is kind of annoying.
Yeah, but yeah,
They
this sort of,
find TK and the gang find Joe's the egg with Joe's crest,
yeah, the
uh,
crest of reliability or whatever.
faithfulness in the sub.
Yeah,
And of course, nobody else can grab it. And then Cody, well, it's cutting ahead. Ikakumon shows up to save the day
yeah,
because they get Joe to the digital world.
yeah. First Akakumon shows up, and then Waymon effing shows up.
And we don't get a line from him.
Yeah, like how is like isn't Waymon an ultimate?
Yeah.
Didn't he die last season like 4 years ago?
In that time, he rebuilt his strength and became a Waymon again. It's fine.
I thought the idea was
Well, we're assuming this is the same Waymon, which I don't know why it wouldn't be if they got that specific Digimon to help.
yeah, like it's implied that Joe like he says at some point we have to make a detour or something like that, and it's like implied he's going to pick up the Waymon. So I don't
Yeah,
know why Waymon's not dead unless the creators just forgot or something. Because
Well,
like,
Digimon, why would he be dead? Digimon come back to life, remember?
well, they come back as an egg, but like I just sort of assume that like the reason there's not like more ultimates is because like 4 years is not enough for a Digimon to like progress to that level, right? Like not
I mean, we
normally,
don't.
anyways.
I mean, we don't know that. I mean, you're
Yeah,
right.
that's
There aren't a lot of ultimates just hanging around, but there are ultimates.
yeah.
They might different
Well,
Digimon just might grow at different speeds.
that's why like assume that it's like like why all the ultimates we've been seeing are like Digimon we've met before because it's like they're the same one because there are no other new ultimates yet, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying maybe Waymon's line just like in left alone, maybe it just grows faster naturally.
I don't know, maybe it does. Like there's nothing to say that like Waymon couldn't become an ultimate, but like feels weird given the implication here Because, like, that's why the Dark Master is so intent on, like, digivolving his own Digimon stuff. Because it's, like, partially a pride thing, and partially because, like, we don't really have that many Ultimates in the wild right now. So, like, if you want to be a group of champions, you have to make do with what you got. I don't know, at least I assumed that was the case.
I don't know. It's just a detail that doesn't really matter ultimately.
Yeah. Side note, we never saw the group kill that Mega Seedramon back in the Myosmon arc. I'm, like, assuming this is the same one.
Mega Digimon. Wait, at what point? Oh, when he invaded the city?
Yeah, because he was on the bridge, right? And they had to have Zudamon defeat him.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah, they
Jumping
never
ahead.
kill him. They just knock him off and he just swims away.
Yeah. Yeah, because if they had killed him, he'd be a ghost.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing, because what the heck is even?
I don't know. I just kind of came to the conclusion that a Digimon that dies in the real world doesn't have a digital, like, garden to go back to.
So Wizardmon did get a hard reboot. He was stuck here.
Yeah, I think Wizardmon might just actually be dead.
Yeah. Well, as dead as you can be being a ghost that can communicate with people.
Yeah.
Wizardmon is like one of the only Digimon to ever actually die. Holy crap.
Maybe, because there's a little line where it's like, I think we'll see him again, or whatever.
Yeah. Do we see him again? I don't remember. Like, I didn't see that part.
I don't remember either.
Oh, man. If Wizardmon comes back, that's gonna be dumb. That's gonna be so dumb. But yeah, so they just sort of fight back. Wait, no, yeah, first we have a big conversation where, like, Cody's like, oh, I don't deserve the crest of reliability because I lied and stuff. And everyone's like, shut up, Cody, take the crest.
Yeah, Joe once again has to be like, no, it's fine. You did the right thing. There are bad lies and good lies. You did a good lie.
Take the Digi-Egg, you idiot. Come on.
Cody says, like, that's the whole reason we're down here or whatever, so I'm not taking it. And I'm just like, if you don't take it, then your whole trip here was pointless.
Yeah. Like, get over yourself, man. You have to do what you gotta do. Just get in the robot, damn it.
So they finally push him to take the egg, and he grabs it.
They finally grab Cody and shove him into the robot so he can do what he has to do. Gotta force him in there.
Yeah. And then we get Submeramon, which I like. I like the idea of Digimon that you can pilot.
Like, I never really noticed until now that's like, yeah, Submeramon has, like, Armadillomon's shell on, like, the underside.
Oh, I didn't see that either.
Yeah, it's, like, right under his, like, jaw area, right?
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah, like, the only Digimon so far that's really, like, broken, like, just being somewhat related to, like, the previous form is, like, Shurimon. Like, as far as the armor forms go, anyways.
Yeah.
And, like, I guess you would maybe justify that because he throws the feather on his hair or whatever, but that's kind of like a stretch. And, but yeah, that's a cool detail.
Yeah. But like I said, I like, I do like Submeramon. I like its design. I like the idea of a Digimon that the tamer pilots. Not that I actually think Cody was controlling him. I think Submeramon was fighting on his own, but he definitely has, like, control sticks in the pod.
Maybe Cody, like, hits a thing for the torpedoes.
Maybe. Which are, like, oxygen torpedoes, which is weird.
Yeah. I don't know, like, that's... Submeramon's, I never, like, felt too strongly about him, but it's like, yeah, he's just sort of there. Like, he exists.
It's a shame that his design means that he like, even by his design looks, he's only effective in the water.
Yeah.
And
Like,
that's kind of unfortunate because they could have made a design that makes it so that he can function outside of the water.
yeah. Eh. Like, might just be me, but honestly, I've never been, like, a huge fan of Digimon that are, like, like a vehicle, right? That, like, you actually drive. I don't know, it just seems weird. But yeah. So it's like Submarimon helps fight friggin' Mega Siegemon, and he just hits the like Dark Spiral with his like freaking like submarine horn and takes it out in one go.
Yeah, he just kind of rams it.
Yeah, like these Dark Spirals are the most like inconsistent things ever. like
Well, a lot of the times they just miss.
like sometimes you have to have everyone just sort of like collectively blasting it, and other times you can just just hit it once and it's done. Like, it's so weird. Yeah, and then we get a weird thing of, like, Submarimon being like, hey, see, Cody? The ocean's full of life and all these crazy things. Look at that sea turtle. What a crazy Digimon that is.
Yeah, and this is what I was talking about, where they were setting up something with the end scene, where it's like, oh, hey, look, the ocean. In the dub, I bet it's like, look, Cody, the ocean's not so bad after all.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like, basically
Yeah,
line for line.
yeah, and Cody's probably all like, oh, yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, okay. And so they forced in a fear of the ocean for no reason.
Yeah, basically. Man, they just force Cody to confront his fear. They just like physically shove him into the submarine pod.
Yeah, in the dubs context, they did a really scummy thing instead of sending someone who's not terrified of the ocean.
Yeah. But yeah, so like was that the end of the episode? Yeah, I don't think there was like a
Yeah,
stinger or anything. Okay, yeah.
yeah, that was it.
So I don't know. I feel like that's probably like one of the better episodes of the night.
And
And
it
like
had
it's
a
really dumb, but at least like it's a cool idea.
well, it functioned as finally getting the I think the last kid their second digi egg,
Yeah.
and it had a message, and the Cody was stubborn, but whatever.
There's a
Uh,
lot of dumb, but it's held together by like a cool set piece, I feel like.
yeah, it was fine.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, you're trapped underwater. What the crap do you do with that? And it's like, okay, we have to have the kid just do this big panic rush to save everyone.
Episode 17.
Yeah. So,
It's
I feel like I'd summarize this episode real fast. There's a
okay.
ghost at the TV station. They find the ghost. It's Wizardmon, and he says a bunch of cryptic bullshit that's basically like, oh yeah, there's another boss after the Digimon Emperor, and also gold Digi-Eggs are a thing, and kindness.
Yeah, yeah. So
Done.
that's pretty much the episode. There really isn't anything else that happens.
This is the most nothing episode ever.
Well, there's one thing. There's one extra thing that you neglected to mention, and it's that Izzy realizes that they can open the digital gates from any computer
Right, yeah.
because it's
Yes.
the D3 that does it.
That's important. So yeah, it's like the sub implies they might not even need a computer.
Yeah, yeah, and we've seen a little bit of evidence for that. Kari doesn't go to the actual digital world they're used to, but they do go to a digital world.
Yeah. I know, it
So
just sort of works out.
yeah, so the D3, the Digivice slash D3 again does whatever the writing needs it to. Not
Yeah.
that I don't think we ever see them go to the digital world without a computer. I could be remembering wrong, but
Yeah, it just sort of
it,
makes sense for him to use the computer.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like, the new Digidestin find the old group and they just sort of like share stories of Myotismon and stuff.
Yeah, this is where Biotismon murdered Wizardmon on the radio tower.
Yeah, this is the day it happened.
Or the TV tower. Yeah, that's another thing. It's the anniversary of the Myotismon attack.
Yeah. This is
Uh,
the
well-
day.
Okay, well, the day before. So wait. No, the day Myotismon attacked was August 6th.
Was it?
Uh, oh wait. Oh no. Never mind. I thought the date was 666. It was the time, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
the time was like 6 hours, 6 minutes, 6 seconds.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was. I think it was the second because the day one is when they went to camp and they first went to the digital world. So I think August 2nd is the Myotismon attack.
uh, well, he
I'm
spent a
pretty
lot of time in the real world too, didn't they? Because in the sub they say like it was the 8th or something.
Did they? Okay, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh no. They don't say it's the 8th. They say 8-1, August 1st.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
So yeah, I don't remember for certain, but I think the Myotismon attack didn't happen until at least the second.
Yeah, whatever, doesn't matter, I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't matter too much. The point is, yeah, Wizardmon was haunting the. I think it was a TV station, actually, not a radio tower.
Yeah, the TV station. Because it's like his show's just on like everything. And I've just watched this, just like, oh, does he come back as Sorcerermon? That'd be cool.
Nah, that wouldn't make any sense.
Would it?
Well, I guess it makes as much sense as anything in Digimon. Yeah, I don't know. You see his shadows on like editing that the video clips that the editors are doing, and you can see the hat. So it's like, wait, is that Wizardmon?
Yeah. Like, second one, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, Matt's dad just comes home to, like, Mad TK just, eating some crazy food or whatever. And he's just like, hey, the studio's super haunted, so I've been, like, playing this, like, CD player that has, like, sutras on it to ward off the ghosts.
Yeah.
And in the dub, he's like, oh, hey, like, things have been really stressful because of the ghosts and stuff, so I just have this CD player that has, like, effing, like, sounds of buffaloes migrating, and it's crazy, but at this point I'll try anything. And he plugs it in, and he's like, I'm a happy little buffalo.
Okay. Yeah, that's stupid.
It's so weird. Like, everyone else is just like, oh, wow, like, you're losing it, man.
Anything for the sake of censoring foreign religion, huh?
Yeah. Just gotta go as far as you can. Yeah, this is the only normal thing in this entire episode. It's just Matt's dad just being like, I'm a happy little buffalo.
So yeah.
Man.
Also, Matt makes some super spicy curry for some reason.
Yeah.
We see TK like chugging down his glass of water. He's like, "What was that?" He's like, "I made it special." He's like, "I didn't need that."
Yeah. I still don't know if Matt's like trying to prank him or what, but yeah, whatever, I guess.
I don't know. Maybe I was gonna say maybe TK likes super spicy curry, but that reaction doesn't really seem to say that.
Yeah, maybe Matt's just that bad.
I think he's just messing with him.
Yeah, maybe.
It's fine. He made the same food for his dad.
Yeah, like they go on the TV station and they're just like, hey, something's going on over here. And Wizardmon shows up after like blowing some stuff around. And like after just screwing with people for like weeks, presumably, he just like starts talking in like perfect, like, just like speech, just perfect human language.
Well, it actually seems to just happen over the course of a couple of days.
Yeah.
But yeah, Wizardmon's shadow like slides up to where Gatomon is, and like his literal ghost rises out of the floor.
Yeah. Like everyone's ready to fight and Gatomon's just like, wait, it's Wizardmon. And he just appears and he's like, hey, what does he say specifically?
You're not strong enough. The Digimon Kaiser is not your enemy, or not your biggest enemy, or whatever.
Yeah.
You're not strong enough. find the golden power or something.
They need to return the one blinded by darkness to his true self, and kindness will release a golden light or something.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So yeah, basically it's just like, oh hey, there's something bigger pulling the strings. You need to make Ken a good guy. Also, gold Digi-Eggs are a thing, and you need kindness. But kindness alone is not enough. You need to actually be strong enough to do this crap.
Yeah, so it's set up. It's a big setup episode.
As far as cryptic messages go, this is like pretty clear cut, honestly.
Well, if you didn't already know what he was talking about, would you actually know what he means?
Like, golden light would be like, okay, well I can assume that's maybe a new form. But it's like, yeah, it's like, okay, there's like someone else behind Ken, and like we have to like, you know, make Ken a good guy. Basically. And we'd like kindness for some, probably the Digi-Egg of kindness, I'd assume, probably.
Was the Digi-Egg of kindness a thing in the original? Which one got changed? Purity, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah, that was it. Yeah, it got changed to sincerity.
Okay.
So yeah, kindness isn't like specifically a crest, but like, yeah, it's something like that.
Wasn't there a... No, there's not a crest of kindness. What am I thinking?
Yeah, like, the closest you get is the crest of light.
Courage, friendship, love, light, faithfulness, and the other one.
Purity.
Purity, that's it. I had already forgotten.
Yeah, and friendship.
And friendship, I forgot friendship.
Yeah. I don't know, so I'd argue friendship is a kind of kindness.
I mean, so is love.
Yeah, love is a deep kindness.
Yeah. It doesn't. That's basically the episode. Wizardmon just like fades away.
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of weird, because if his ghost is there, I assume that means his data exists in some form. Couldn't they, like, I don't know, put his data on the Digivice and release it into the digital world?
They should be able to, or something. I don't know. Well, maybe they can't store the data, but still, like, open a gate, maybe?
Yeah, they've got the computer right there, and his data seemed to be in it. There was a bunch of weird text along it. I was assuming that was Wizardmon's data. If they opened a gate on that computer sitting in that room, he could probably go back.
Yeah, like, presumably, maybe. I don't know. Like, it'd be worth a shot at least. Like, it'd be better than more the heck he's doing right. Well, I don't know. Honestly, Wizardmon seems like he's in pretty good shape, really.
For a dead guy.
Yeah. For a dead guy, he's doing alright.
Digimon rules are weird.
Yeah.
Episode 18.
So yeah, I just want to mention, episode 17 sucked. I hate it. I don't care for Wizardmon dying again. I never really cared for that character.
Boo, I like Wizardmon. Wizardmon was like my original favorite Digimon.
Yeah, like, Wizardmon's cool, but it's like, Anna, I just don't have that connection to him, right?
Fair enough.
Like, I just don't remember him doing anything that was, like, you know, that, like, special or really likable. Like, he just shows up for the sake of the plot, and he just dies for the sake of the plot.
He shows up and drinks alcohol, or puts hot sauce on tacos if you're watching the dub.
Yeah, that's probably, like, the most likable thing he does. Just shows up, gets drunk, but it's a lie, so it doesn't really count. Oh, man.
It's so stupid in the dub. It's like, Digimon's like, show me what you've got, and Wizardmon's like, alright, promise you won't tell anyone. It's green chili sauce, it's great on tacos. It's like, that's alcohol, that's a bottle of booze.
Yeah. I'll see, like, the kid who's just like, oh yeah, like, he finds their dad's, like, ball of booze. They're just like, oh, they said this goes great on tacos, just, like, pours it all over. He's in for the shock of his life. He's like, oh, this hot sauce sucks. So yeah, episode 18.
Episode 18.
We may
Cody.
have to slow down. We're going through this really quickly, but at the same time, there's just so little going on.
We're starting late, anyways. It doesn't really matter.
Oh
Um,
boy.
so who is it? It's Cody and is it? Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
Izzy.
Cody and Izzy.
They're looking around the digital world, looking for the Digimon Emperor's base.
Yeah. So like they stumble across his base and there's just a field of like control towers there, like dark towers.
Like tons of them.
Yeah, and there's just friggin' Tuskmon flying like dark Tyramon like all over the place.
Yeah, it seems like Ken just released them outside to beat the crap out of each other
Yeah.
for reasons.
Like he's trying to strength train them.
I
Like, nah,
guess.
just fight each other until you have enough experience to level up.
Yeah.
Only the strong are worthy of my elite guard. But yeah, they just find his base, and like, that's what I'm out right now. Sub Digimon Emperor's theme is so cool.
Uh, is it the is it the do 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 there that I don't know. It's hard to.
Yeah, it's like this cool, like, jazzy, just like, like, it's almost like a James Bond villain thing or something, right?
Yeah, I think I know the theme.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
If
gonna-
I
I'm
if I
gonna-
played it back, then like you'd be like, oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just like they're trying to like slide down the hill, and the Digimon Emperor just shows up off freaking Davidramon. It's just like, oh hey, you're not too smart, are you? You should know better than to like be around here right now, kids. And like Tillmon tries to digivolve, and he physically holds out the dark digivice to stop it. And
Okay,
it's like,
this isn't the theme I thought. I think the theme I'm thinking of is just when something sinister is happening in general.
yeah.
But yeah, aside from the Dark Digivice stopping the evolution, I thought it was weird he tried anyways, considering the valley
Yeah.
behind them was full
All
of
the dark
towers.
towers.
I was like, why are you even trying this?
It's literally for that one cool moment. It's like, maybe if I do it really fast, I'd take him out. But yeah, they like escape, and they're just like, okay, so that's where the Digimon Emperor is. Like, that's his base, we have to take that place down. So they like regroup and they kind of talk over, and they're just like, oh hey, the Digimon Emperor has been forming like a line of like controlled areas for some reason. And it's like, alright, yeah, that's a weird detail. Yeah, they're like talking on his like Kari mentions like, yeah, we're gonna need a lot of determination to take this guy down because, now we know where his base is, we just need to like, go out there and take as long as we need to like stop his plans. Because these like hit and run tactics aren't doing it.
Basically, they're like, we can't focus on taking down we can't focus on taking down Ken if we're worried about a time limit.
Yeah. There's like, we just need to go in there, take like a week and just spend every waking hour of the day like going after this guy to shut down his operation. Because like, he has such a huge advantage, he's not even really fighting back at this point.
Yeah, and this is when I almost called her Miyako because it's her sub name. This is when Yoli goes nuts for some reason.
Yeah, she like... It's made way more clear in the sub, because in the dub she just goes nuts out of nowhere. In the sub it's like showing her like close-ups and stuff.
It's like she's nervous or whatever, right? That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that like Yoli is like, hesitant about like, doing all this. Like, she lacks resolve.
Okay.
So she's trying to act like super energetic to like make up for it. Because like there's that whole episode before where it's like, there's like, hey, you don't have to go into the digital world if you don't want to, and Yoli was like held back a bit. Because, all this stuff was just getting like too real.
Yeah, and it's It's still weird. I still think it's weird the way she starts acting.
Yeah. Like, the sub plays up, like, a lot more, because it's playing the weird, like, street sign music and stuff, where it's like, you know?
Yeah.
The weird comedic, like, soundtrack of, like, oh, hey, look at Yoli, just, like, just going all out and climbing towers by herself and stuff.
At one point, she goes and, like, scales a dark tower.
Yeah, they're just sort of like, going to check out the base, and there's like, oh, it's gone, and she's like, oh, the sky, and she's like searching the air for it. And there's like, you okay, Yoli? You need to like, like calm down. She's like, oh, Tennomon. She's like, the culprit was you. Tell me what you know. And he's like, I don't know. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Hawkmon's chasing her constantly, like, no, stop, calm down, and apologizing to Tentomon for her accusations.
Yeah.
And
like, she's rushing ahead on her own. She's like setting up ropes to like climb down into the hole the base left.
Yeah, and then she's like, alright, I'm gonna climb down into the pit.
There's like, hey, maybe you should like, actually get wholesome on her. And she's like, nah, I'm gonna climb down it.
Yeah, they don't actually say that, but it's what everyone watching was thinking, including me. I was like, get on wholesome on and fly. What are you doing?
Why are you just climbing straight down with a rope? At least she did bring rope. That's a good idea.
Sure, but her actions are insane.
Yeah, never underestimate what you can do with a good rope.
So yeah, she starts climbing down into the pit, and a giant spider Digimon attacks.
I think Dokugamon, who has a freaking dark spire despite being champion.
Well, I mean, if you can take full absolute control, then why risk it, right?
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's just weird that, like, he has one of those on him.
I mean, he probably put it there just in case the kids came back, because he knew they knew where he was.
Yeah, you just planted an attack spider. Honestly, that feels like a very kin thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, Ground, this is where we get the, like, earlier on, it's like, the mom comes in for a second. We get this point where it's like, oh, the Digimon turned to dolls and it looks freaking creepy. Yeah, we kind of skipped over this a bit, but it's like, yeah, Matt just sort of is like, gets his dad to be a chaperone for their fake camping trip, so they like leave the area for a bit. And like, while they're like, right, the dub cut a scene here, where it's like a short bit where it's like, I think it's like, who's watching, like, I think it's like Yoli walks in on like her parents watching TV or something, and they're like watching a thing about, like how Kin's parents are still crying over his disappearance.
Oh, that was at Davis's place.
Right,
he was kicking his sister out of his room.
Right, yeah, that's where it happened. It like lets loose that like Matt's going on the camping trip. So June's just like, oh, Matt, huh? I should check that out.
I'm gonna go cause problems.
Oh boy. But yeah, like the dub cut the like TV broadcast where it's like, oh hey, kids' parents are like still like crying over their son disappearing.
Yeah. What the heck is up with June? Like, I know this isn't a cultural difference thing, because like she practically invites herself onto this camping trip. Like, I'm pretty sure even in Japan that would be considered extremely rude.
Yeah, like she just really likes Matt.
So Matt should have just been like, "Oh, we didn't invite you, so you're not coming," and then they leave.
Yeah. So what Matt does instead is like way worse, because he's like, whatever. Oh yeah, I got something for you. Just like turn around and like shut your eyes and count to 10. And Matt gets in the car and he's like, okay, floor it, Dad.
Yeah.
So they drive off without her.
that's paraphrasing, but yeah, what they actually do is they start driving really slowly, and as she's hitting 10, they take off.
Yeah, they sneak that car around her.
And I have really no sympathy for what happened to her because, like I said, she rudely invited herself to come with them.
I have all the sympathy for Matt because he is like, she's going to find a gun and track you down, man. You do not know what you've unleashed.
It's Japan. She ain't gonna find no gun.
She's going to find a rope, and that's probably more terrifying.
Nah, as obsessed as she is with him, she wouldn't do that.
Like, you are going to get it so hard the second you come back.
Like, people, like, I don't think I would say she's, like, full yandere, but that's a thing people misinterpret? I don't know. They get wrong about yanderes. It's like, oh, yanderes will kill you because they like you so much. That's the opposite of what they want to do.
Wait, what? Wait, yeah, alright, yeah, you're right.
So some people are like, oh yeah, yanderes.
Yeah, yanderes want to kill the other people.
Yeah, exactly. They don't want to kill the person they're obsessed with. They want to kill anybody else who might stand in their way.
Man, I've probably like mentioned this before, but if I ever like officially talked about freaking like what's it called? It's like Dandelion. It's like this dating sim like visual novel game. It is one of the most like fucked up endings ever. Where it's like one of the characters you could date gets jealous. And it's like, if you go down their path and you like start going for like another guy, then like they start creepily like stalking you around the house. And like where you try to like talk to someone, they just appear and interrupt the conversation. And it just ends in a point where it's like, they like drug your orange juice and you just pass out. And it turns out they just have you like just drugged on the bed. Just like, just pumping you full of like sleeping drugs and stuff. So you're just in this perpetual daze. So you can't leave and go see other people.
Yep, that's a yandere. That's an extreme case of a yandere.
It's so screwed up. It's like the weirdest, craziest, like, it's so out of character for that game specifically. Like, holy shit. It's like, oh yeah, play Dandelion, just like date some cat boys, see some bunny dudes, get drugged up and sleep raped for the rest of your life. It's like, holy fuck. But yeah, so that's a thing. What we're talking about? Oh right, yeah, Matt's going to die. Yeah, like, so they all just sort of like go to the digital world, and they like, Yoli does her thing.
We were in the middle of Yoli getting attacked by the spider. What'd you say his name was?
Dokugamon.
Dokugamon, okay. Dokugamon shoots a poison web or gas or whatever at Yoli, and Hawkmon jumps in front of it and blocks it.
I'm never gonna forget that Digimon, because you actively need to, like, kill a bunch of them to get, like, a friggin' fishing pole in Digimon World 3. Like, that is a plot central Digimon.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. Like, fishing in that game is so overpowered, holy crap.
Yeah, you're right, he's a champion.
Yeah. It's a big crazy spider monster. I know my spiders, man. They actually don't, but still.
Yeah, and then it turns into Arachnemon. Don't worry about that for now, though.
Yeah, Arachnemon's cool. So yeah, they're like trying to figure out where the base went, and she gets attacked by Dokugamon. He poisons Hawkmon, and she's freaking out as like Flamedramon just destroys the thing.
Yeah, there's like a gigantic explosion in the crater. It's like, how did Dokugamon survive that?
No, but we have to be so careful when attacking Melgreymon, right? Because we don't want to hurt him. Like, we don't want to potentially harm this ultimate. We have to be so careful, guys. Or Katito Kugamon being, like, exploded.
Flamedramon nuke it.
Like, Flamedramon murdered that Digimon. I refuse to believe he's just fine after that.
Nah, man, you see it, you watch it scurry off, he's gone.
He's going to die as soon as he leaves that area. Like, he's just gonna bleed out.
Yeah. Ultimately, it comes down to they knew Greymon.
But we can't hurt Greymon. He's an ultimate, but we can't hurt him.
Yeah, that's weird. Their decision to not go full force against him.
Yeah, it's such a dumb plot point because it's like it's never been consistent at all. It's the only time it's ever come up.
Yeah. But anyways, they take out the Dokugamon and they get Hawkmon and they're like, all right, let's go nurse him back to health.
Yeah. Like, Yoli's like, alright, I have to, like, stay behind because I don't have the resolve for this crap. And they're just like, okay, yeah, you just take whatever time you need for this. And,
Yoli
like, Kari stays behind with her.
Yoli says she doesn't want to be any more of a burden than she already has been. And she has been.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
At least basically she seems genuinely torn up and apologetic about it, so it's fine.
Yeah. Like, Yoli has a genuinely good scene out of this, honestly. Like, at least in the sub. In the dub, they kind of, like, gloss over a lot more, but yeah.
I'm sure they gloss over it and put jokes all over the place and whatever.
Yeah. Man, she says this is a nice one where she's just like, you know, just like out of the resolve for this stuff. You know, like, not specifically, but it's like, you know, implied. It's like, oh yeah, I don't have the resolve for this, you know, I don't have the determination. I'm, like, afraid I'm just getting in everyone's way, and, like, now I kind of am because I'm trying to make up for it.
She's like, I get hyper and scatterbrained and weird and whatever.
Yeah. You know, just fine.
Yeah, and Hawkmon's just like, I like you just the way you are.
Yeah, it's just a good moment.
Yeah. Because at this point, Hawkmon woke up. Gautamon went to go get antidote leaves or whatever.
Hang on, how the crap did we drop like 0.2% frames?
I don't know. I don't think that's... I think you're still alive.
Yeah, we're still alive. That's just like really concerning. That's really dumb.
Your internet might have just tanked for a second.
Yeah, probably.
At least it's not storming anymore. I was kind of wondering if we were even going to do this today because of that.
Yeah, nah, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, like... What could possibly go wrong during a lightning storm?
It's less the lightning I was worried about because I don't ever see the power go out because of lightning. But wind will knock a tree over. That happened like last week or so here.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was super windy and it blew a tree over and it knocked out all the power on my side of the apartment.
Holy crap. So yeah, like, effing Yoli and Hawkmon just make up and stuff like that. They're just sort of like, yo, chilling out. They just look over and they see the Digimon Emperor's, like, base is floating ahead from, like, a portal. And they're just like, yeah, they're like, it really did escape in the sky.
Yeah, Yoli's random guess wasn't actually wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, and we get a line for, like, the Digimon for, like, a bit before this, actually. But yeah, we get the line, like, I know the Dark Whirlpool's location. And Wormon's like, yeah, we're almost there.
Yeah, and we'll learn about that later.
Yeah, and, like, the big stingers, we see an image of, like, a Chimeramon prototype. Because, you know, I know what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all probably know what this is, honestly. But it's like, yeah, Chimeramon, just made up from, like, the parts of different Digimon. And you see him gathering data and stuff and, like, collaging them together.
Yeah,
and
he's he's scrolling through a list of like Digimon parts, like where Garurumon's, or maybe just Garurumon. It's Garurumon's legs.
I'm not sure why he took the legs of a quadrupedal Digimon, honestly.
I don't know.
Like, specifically the back legs, and, like, no front legs to bounce it out. I don't know. If it was, like, friggin', like, like Crestmon or something, I'd understand. Or, like, Rapidmon. You see Chimeramon is just wearing the jeans.
Yeah, well, that's why I realized it wasn't where Garurumon is, because he doesn't have the pants.
Yeah, we don't have Where Garurumon data because we haven't seen Where Garurumon. Only
Yeah,
the
exactly.
champion form. Yeah, that's a weird thing. It's like no one's going ultimate, even though they totally should be able to.
Yeah, if as long as Kin or a Dark Tower isn't around, at least.
Yeah, because like at first I was thinking maybe they can't because they'd all be there, but like no, our war game movie is canon. Like
yeah, right, yeah, true. And they go ultimate.
Ty can go War Greymon whenever he wants.
Yeah, and they're not even near their Digimon in that case.
Freaking like
they're watching them fight in the internet.
Yeah. Joe could have made a Kakumon go Zudomon at any moment before entering that area, and they would have been fine.
I don't know. I mean, because, like, he even asked, he's like, can I take him on as a Kakumon?
Yeah.
Which I thought was weird. I was like, well, can't you just turn into Zudomon? But I figure if he could, he would.
Yeah, it's very odd.
The real answer is they need a reason for them to not go ultimate every time and just solve the problem.
Yeah. There is kind of like a non-canon answer that I kind of do like for like why Digimon start out champion and then evolve further on later in the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of comes from like the Digimon digital card game. Because in that game there's a mechanic where it's like, okay, if you like Digivolve like mid-fight, then like you recover all your health.
Oh, so they're cheesing it.
Yeah. So that's like my headcanon right now. That it's like, if you take Dioge's champion and then you turn to Mega, then like that damage resets.
That kind of seems to be how it is.
Yeah, I'd believe it.
It's like when everything is looking like, usually when they get an ultimate or mega form, everything is at their like most dire.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they digivolve and they're full of energy again.
Yeah, I don't think there's ever been a moment where it's like a Digimon's been like at death's door as like a champion and they turn to ultimate and they're like still weakened. Like it's just running on like Frieza form logic, right? You turn to your final form and you grow back your tail. It's fine.
Well, I'm actually surprised Gatomon hasn't gotten a ring back, because I would assume that reverting back to Gatomon would return it to her.
It really should, because like that makes sense, right?
Yeah, because the ring you think would be part of her body, so it should disappear when she digivolves.
Like War Greymon gets his like claws blown off, his like arm gauntlets, and he punches out Diaboromon. And like, I imagine the next time we see War Greymon, he's gonna have those gauntlets back.
Of course.
Because of course he will.
I think there's an episode, like, jumping ahead a little bit, I don't know to when, but I'm pretty sure she just gets her tail ring back at some point.
Amazing.
Yeah,
like, presumably once it stops being, like, a thing they need to be useful with.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, really, does the tail ring even matter if she can just go ultimate?
I guess not, but with her tail ring, she's strong as a champion. I guess that's the reason, is like we can't have a normally strong level champion just roaming around with the group, but that's silly.
That's really stupid.
Even when Gatomon had her tail ring, she seemed to be on the same power level as a rookie anyways.
Well, like, in the original, it's like, we were fighting ultimates all of the time, so it's like, yeah, there's not really much use in being like champion form.
True, I guess it didn't really matter.
Yeah, it didn't make much of a difference when like enemies are just above your level anyways. Man, I have to wonder if like, if like the writers of that series really regret making Galma champion, just knowing where things go.
Nah, because like I said, they just depower her when they need her to be weaker. Like at the beginning of Adventure 2, where she loses her tail ring and loses her fighting power.
Man, it feels like that was relevant for like one episode, because now she just become Nefertimon anyways.
Yeah. Well, that's what it was before Armor Digivolution happened in the first episode.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, like, before she even got that evolution, like, if she had a tail ring, she should realistically be able to stand up to most of the things the Digimon Emperor was throwing at them.
Yeah, definitely.
So
it's
they
like
were
it
like,
served its purpose for a bit, and then she got a new form, and now it serves no purpose.
Yeah, let's get rid of the tail ring so that people can't question why Gatomon just doesn't fight these other champions and be able to handle them.
Man, I still have no answer as to like, why we don't just get like evolve to Melgarurumon, just fly across the map nuking Dark Towers. Just fly up really high and do your big spread missile shot.
Well, at this point, the answer seems to be that Ken would just go in at nighttime and replace them.
Yeah.
Now that he's in the digital world permanently.
Still, though, that'd solve so many issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, any final thoughts, I guess?
Nah, not really.
Yeah, I feel like there's not really much else to really go with here. It's like, Chimeramon's coming, and these episodes were a thing.
I think the next few should be interesting, unless there's more filler.
There might be more like, I don't know if, like, this is a directorial decision, or if they just had, like, burnout or what. But it feels like you only got to a point where it's like, oh, things are wrapping up, and it's like, alright, we should be setting up the next, like, big plan from the Digimon Emperor to, like, escalate this situation, right? And then there's just, like, friggin' 5 or so episodes of filler, probably more, just all back to back, where it's like, oh, hey, just gonna have little, like, Monster of the Week episodes as, like, nothing progresses.
I don't know. The most fillery feeling thing as of late was episode 17. Like, every episode kind of had a purpose.
Anna, did they? Because there's the ones where it got the armor evolutions and, like, introduced Digimon International, but outside of that, like...
That's what I mean. Every episode where they at least introduce, like, at least a plot element, a new Digi-Armor form,
like we saw what was going on with, like, Shogun Gekomon, but that really was pure fan service.
Yeah,
like, unless Ninjamon comes back, that is.
Yeah, well, was that episode... No, she got Ninjamon the episode...
Sherrymon was before that.
Yeah, Sherrymon is the episode before. I think they just need... since Sherrymon didn't show up until the very end of that episode, they just wanted a reason to give it a... They wanted to give Sherrymon an episode to do something.
And there's the episode with, like, Starmon and Deputymon.
Yeah, I don't think anything new was established there, was it?
No, not really. The only thing we really established is that, like, if one form goes down, you can just switch to the other one.
Yeah.
And, like, that's just such a basic... Like, the writing in the series is so weirdly inefficient, it's kind of nuts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've said it before, that... certainly they cared more about the writing in this show than, like, say Pokemon, where it is like a monster of the week or like new Pokemon of the week, and they just do the thing, and that episode's self-contained. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it's still a kids show. All they need to do is write cool action scenes, and the kids will love it.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, as a continuous narrative, I'm gonna, like, kind of critique it as such.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Like, I know it's a kid's show, and that's why I'm not expecting, like, anything really, like, bigger or whatever. Like, that's why I've let, like, a lot of stuff slide, but it's like, if you're a kid and you're waiting for stuff to happen with Ken, and then you do like 5 weeks of nothing happening with Kin, then that sucks.
Well, like I said, like your priorities are different than that of a kid. The kid probably just wants to see cool new Digimon, and the episode, the
Like
series.
I was a kid when I watched this, and I was just like, well, I didn't like really watch all of this, but like bits, and I was just like, all right, I just want stuff to happen.
Yeah, it's case by case basis, I guess.
Like,
As a kid, I probably would have been like, "Oh yeah, cool new Digimon."
like you remember watching like Dragon Ball Z and being like, oh hey, there's Frieza. I want to see Goku fight Frieza. Let's do this.
Yeah,
And it's
well, the
like,
episode.
there's other stuff along the way that you liked, but the main thing is still like, I want to see him fight that Frieza.
Yeah, I mean, I still enjoyed the like Goku beating up on the Ginyu Force when he gets recovered and everything.
Yeah, it's like, this is the point where it's like, I feel like any kid watching this would be like, I want to see them take Kin on. I want to see them fight Wormmon. Like, why isn't Kin doing things? He's the best part of the show.
Well, fortunately, I think we're getting to that.
So yeah, next week should be interesting, I guess.
Yeah.
Man, what should I like cause episode? Just like, why no Kin? Yeah, that seems right. I was like, take a middle note, I guess.
It does show up.
Kin does show up, and then he does one cool thing and immediately leaves. Oh man. This is why no Kin. Why Wizardmon? So yeah, I guess I'll see you around then. Later.
Later.